What up, y'all? After 6 long-awaited years, we finally got the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and it's been out for over 3, almost 4 weeks now. I actually took a few weeks to take my time, enjoy the game. Now, I do want to be honest, with you guys. Here, I had around 386 hours in Breath of the Wild, the original, about a year and a half. I actually decided to just take some time with these games. I just like to take my time and enjoy these. So I just wanted to give you guys thoughts as we're almost since the release. Story for this particular game, it's set after Breath of the Wild, several years after Breath of the Wild, and the start of it actually opens like kind of a cold open. It cold opens to Link and Zelda exploring regions under castle, under which they find artifacts and ruins of an ancient civilization. And during their exploration, they come across an ancient corpse that reanimates and attacks Zelda and Link and separates them. And during that time, Zelda actually falls under body, kind of disintegrates, and her spirit flies off. I guess it's kind of hard to explain unless you've played that kind of part of the game. But Link ends up waking up in a sky temple, rose into the sky after their fight with that reanimated corpse, and then it opens up a bunch of chasms all across Hyrule Kingdom. The reanimated arm that Link has. This is where a lot of your new abilities, or some of the same abilities from the other game, just kind of used in a different way. Where a lot of your abilities like Ultra Hand, Fuse, where you can reverse time. I forgot what the ability is called. There's an ability where you can actually reverse time on items. Pretty much most of the gameplay after that is going to be very similar to the original Breath of the Wild game. Now, the layout of Hyrule Castle is actually different this time around, which I was super excited about. I was a little concerned how they were going to do that, but it makes sense. Your exploration here is almost 3 times as much. Not only are you exploring Hyrule Kingdom on ground, but if you've seen any of the trailers or anything like that, you're also going to be exploring some sky temples, sky ruins and areas, as well as underground. So there's a lot of exploration in this game, and I tell you what, my 386 hours for Breath of the Wild, I mean, I'm gonna have twice, 3 times as much of this in this game, and I can definitely see myself even taking 2 and a half, almost 3 years to fully complete the game because I really enjoyed these games. I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, and this one I was just so excited for. Now, I have lots of opinions when it comes to Zelda games, so I will say since there are shrines in this one, I was excited to see them back. I kind of liked how they were mini dungeons, but I still prefer the overall traditional Zelda dungeons. But since I'm still kind of early in the game, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure there's kind of divine beast type situations again. But this is just how I like to play these two Zelda games. I really feel like I get a lot of it just from exploring. I think a lot of the same songs, more atmospheric, very much how I enjoyed it. The graphics are beautiful. This game is absolutely phenomenal looking. Now, I will say, because I had some skepticism about how different, I thought the graphics for Breath of the Wild were phenomenal, but I was hoping that they would enhance the graphics or make it a little, push the switch a little further in the regard since it is a sequel. And I do have to say, even though it's not a huge leap, I do feel like the graphics enhanced. I feel it just looks so much more visually stunning. Just overall, it's just a beautiful game. The landscapes, different areas. It's just it's nostalgic but very new at the same time. And man, it really hits in the right way for me. You get that nostalgia of Breath of the Wild, but they've been able to, with the fuse aspect and the different ultra hand type abilities that you have with this game. It's almost like they were able to make it into the same game, but flip it into kind of adding a different dimension to it. And I really feel like this kind of sequel that they did here, Nintendo really took some aspects of this new version and added layers to it. So Now you're exploring under the ground. Now you're exploring in the sky. Now not only can you cook things and different physics. Now you also have these new ultra hand abilities and the fuse ability, which allows you to really create things, create ways to play that you wouldn't have expected even in Breath of the Wild. So I was excited for that aspect overall. And again, I just wanted to give you guys my overall thoughts, my overall opinions. I really don't feel like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are games that you are meant to be rushed out as far even reviews. I really don't feel like these games are really made for you to just, oh man, I knocked it out within a month, within a few weeks, to get a review out. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion on it because I'm going to continue to play this game for several years, honestly. These games for me are just, you want to delve into this world that has been created by Nintendo in a way that, maybe other games you wouldn't necessarily dive into. So I didn't want to give just a full review on this because I feel like there's so much for so much more for me to explore that I really don't think I've even experienced everything, let alone everyone. The game's only been out for less than a month, so just some thoughts on it. I love the game. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I think Breath of the Wild and this game are some of the best Zelda games I've ever made, and I truly enjoy them. And the fact that I've been able to play this game and enjoy it almost even more than Breath of the Wild to me is just a statement on how amazing not only Nintendo and Zelda have been throughout this generation, but how amazing a company like Nintendo can still be in 2023, going up against visual and physical powerhouses of against PlayStation or Microsoft or even PC. So I think it's stated that, Nintendo still has a lot here that they can do as a company, and I'm just looking forward to what we get in the future. Nintendo games overall. Those are my thoughts, guys. What do you think about it? How did you enjoy the game? How are you enjoying this game currently? Are you playing it? Do you plan on playing it? Drop your comments down below. Let me know where are you guys at. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. As always, one up Mang here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Please go ahead and like that video. I got more stuff coming for you, and see you guys on the next one. Later.